Hi, and welcome to Elise Talks. Today, I want to talk to you about why I began practicing meditation. About 2016, 2017, I started to have some issues with my back, really bad issues. And I got to the point where I couldn't exercise, where standing, sitting, laying down, everything was bad. Just pain all the time. I was trying to maintain teaching 15 to 18 classes a week for fitness and still have personal training clients, and honestly, things were getting rough. I went through several physiotherapists, I went through a couple of different chiropractors, and eventually did come up with a team of people that were able to help me to get better. The last physiotherapist that I used and feel like I had the most success with at one point said to me, Elise, I want you to go home and meditate about your back getting better. And I remember thinking, I remember actually like going out to my car and sitting down and being like, oh my gosh, he's given up. Like even he doesn't think this is ever going to get better. But I was desperate enough that I took the advice. I went home, searched up healing meditations on YouTube, and I tried out a few different things. And I did try to make it part of my daily ritual and practice. And eventually I did get better. And I'm not going to say that meditation healed my back because I don't think it did. But there is some science that I'm going to share with you a little further into the story. Shortly after I started to feel better with the back and started to exercise again, I came across a meditation for weight loss program that a friend and I decided we were going to do together. And, you know, I figured like, what the heck, maybe I can just spend less time grilling chicken and making salads. Who knows? I'm willing to give it a shot. So I would get up in the morning and I'd get my kids ready for school and, you know, go through that hustle. And then I would drink my pre-workout and I would listen and do this meditation they were about 10 minutes long. And then I would do my workout. And I started to notice that no, I wasn't losing weight. But I also started to notice that I enjoyed my workouts more. I felt like I had, like, it was very zen for me, even the hard workouts. And I mean, you have to realize a lot of my exercise time is spent in front of other people or, you know, leading people. So you don't really get that like downtime that a lot of other people that the normal world gets out of taking a fitness class or at working out on their own. So I was kind of intrigued by the fact that, you know, I sit down, I take that 10 minutes, I kind of like disconnect from the craziness of my morning with my children, and I do this workout and it feels really good. And I realized it was the meditation. It was that disconnection, like that chop of here's the crazy morning and here's you time, and it accentuated the you time. So, you know, let's fast forward a little bit. I run into a colleague of mine and he says, you know, we start talking about meditation, and I was saying to him, yeah, I've been experimenting this and I really like it. And I'm thinking about, you know, being a little more serious with it. And he said, oh, that's funny because I teach this year-long meditation teacher training. Would you be interested in that? And I was like, yeah, I think I would. So some time went by, I took the course, and lo and behold, I spent a year doing meditation teacher training, and now I've been teaching meditation for almost a year. So why do I feel like that helped me? Here's some science for you. Here's some like hard, serious, cold facts. On average, you have 50 to 70,000 thoughts per day. Okay, that's average what everyone is doing. And these are pre-COVID numbers too, so some of the other stats might be a little different, but you have 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and you recycle from day to day somewhere in the mid 90%. So whatever you're thinking about today or yesterday, like you are seriously just repeating it over and over again. And the other really interesting fact about those recycled thoughts, or the thoughts you're having, is that around 90 to 95% of those are negative. And it isn't because you are a negative, grouchy, unhappy person. I mean, maybe you are, but let's hope you're not. The real thing is that our brains are wired to always be looking for the threat. Like, is something coming that we need to be ready to protect or react for, or, you know, just keep us safe. So we're kind of like programmed to look for negativity because we're looking for the danger or the things to avoid. So it's not crazy that you would recycle that over and over again. When we practice meditation, especially I do Vipassana meditation, which is known as observation meditation. It's where you try to come to a point of just observing. So you're not trying to not think or not use your brain or not see anything, but you're trying to see it and kind of go, oh yeah, there's that feeling. Okay, on with the next. Or it's all right. It's all right that feeling exists or that thought exists. It's okay. When we practice that, when we get a little bit of time under our belt with that, we are actually able to eventually interrupt the loop of thoughts that we're recycling. So we're not always like, oh, we're here back again. Oh, back again, back again. If we can shut that mind off a little bit to the extent that we start to have some quiet time, have some non-judgmental observation of how we're feeling or our thoughts that we're having, then suddenly our mind kind of like gets to have a little bit of recharge. It kind of says, okay, hold on, change the oil here, all right? That's why the exercise improved so much for me. It was that opportunity to kind of be like, oh, wait, you're not going over what could have gone better in the morning or where you have to go next or what you have to do next. You're just simply stopping and catching your breath, and then you're getting into something that's taking care of you. The pain management was the same thing. And of course, my physiotherapist understood this. I did not. And because he never really elaborated, and maybe that was a smart thing to do. I didn't realize, but when you practice meditation, especially if you chronically suffer with illness or pain, you again interrupt that constant flow of that negative feedback. And it doesn't necessarily, without some really serious practice, stop you from having pain, but it does allow your mind to kind of slow some things down. It can affect and improve your immune function. It can help with your ability to deal with stress, anxiety, depression. It lowers your blood pressure. Like there's a lot of things that can happen as you practice meditation and get really fluent with it. But it was such a fascinating experience for me. And now this far into this journey and sharing that journey with other people and leading it with other people, the learning, I feel like it's just beginning. Like I feel like I discovered magic in my life. And I feel like it's metamorphosized for me over the last couple of years. It's with practice, I've understood like what really works for me and what doesn't. So if you're one of those people that you're like, I tried meditation once and I just couldn't, like I had monkey brain, you're not alone. The first couple of months that I started doing it in my teacher training, I would think like, oh, did I leave stuff in the washer? Do we have sandwich meat? Oh my gosh, I didn't send an email to so-and-so, or I got to get the oil changed. Like it took some serious time. It took practice. It took finding the circumstances that worked for me. Like to how I sit. I don't sit cross-legged on a mat. I can't, it doesn't work for me. My legs go numb and I can't ignore that. Some people need background noise or white noise. Some people need music. Some people need nothing. I encourage you wholeheartedly, chronic pain or no pain, weight loss or no weight loss, whatever it is that you might be trying to work on, or just basically taking care of yourself and your health and your brain health, give it a try. And don't just try it once, try it repeatedly. I'm going to put in the comments on this some links. And I also have some recorded meditations that I'll include in there too that you can listen to that are like 6 and 7 minute practices that I feel are like really basic and beginner practices that I've done with people that are just starting to get into it. But give it a shot and try it out, test drive it, see how you feel. Shoot me a comment, let me know how it goes, or if you have questions, I'm always happy to try and redirect and point you in the right direction. But meditation is magic. It's magic for the brain. It's magic for the body. It's magic for mental health, for the soul. It can be an amazing, amazing tool in your life, and it's absolutely worth giving it a shot. So I hope that helps. I'm glad that you took the time to listen, and hopefully we'll see you soon.